welcome back to my channel. I am back with another review. This review is for Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition Season 19 Episode 10. We are at the finish line for this season. This is the season finale, so let's just dive right into it because a lot went down in this episode. So as you know, in the last episode, the guys and the girls got split up, and the guys had their own little club set up and the girls had their own little club set up, and there were strippers there. The girls were mainly dancing with each other and just throwing money, and the guys were actually throwing the money at the strippers, and all the guys ended up going inside of the room with the stripper, but none of them touched her, none of them did anything, and Mariah Lynn just felt some type of way about the way that Rich was staring at the stripper. She said that she recognized the stare because that's the same stare that he gives to her. And so when K. Michelle and Lyrica go to bed, Mariah Lynn stays up and continues to watch to see what Rich was doing, and then she decided to bust into the guys' club and break up the party. Now, I can understand that it's extremely uncomfortable to watch your guy staring at a stripper, lusting after her, but at the same time, I feel like Mariah Lynn did a bit too much. I don't think that Rich went overboard. I don't think any of the guys went overboard, so I don't necessarily think that she should have busted into their little club and broke up the party. But her and Rich didn't get into an argument, and they actually handled the situation pretty well, and Mariah Lynn did end up going upstairs to go to sleep. I think it was more so that she was nervous about what the test results are going to say, because obviously this is the lie detector test episode. So it's day 10, and not only will everyone be finding out the results of the lie detector test, which we do know that 3 people lied and 3 people told the truth, but this is also the finale episode where everybody has to decide if they're going to stay with their partner. Now, everyone gets called to the boot camp room to hear the results of the lie detector test, and everyone's nervous to find out who lied and who told the truth. And in my mind, I had an idea of who lied and who told the truth. K. Michelle and Castan go first, and Castan's question for K. Michelle was, would she still marry him if he didn't want the same things that she wanted, like the type of family that she wants? And she said yes, and she told the truth. And I was extremely surprised because K. Michelle has been really strong on her views on how she wants her life to be, and she has everything planned out. So honestly, I didn't think that she would budge on it, but she did. And K. Michelle's question for Castan was, will he propose to her by the end of 2022? Now, I was shocked by him saying yes, and then the lie detector test saying that he told the truth. I truly do not believe that that's true. I don't think that Castan will propose to K. Michelle by the end of 2022. I just do not think so. So because Castan and K. Michelle told the truth on the test, there can only be one other person in the group who told the truth as well. So A1 and Lyrica end up going next, and Lyrica's question for A1 was if he could be in a monogamous relationship with her, and he said yes, and the lie detector test said that he was lying, and I'm not surprised by this at all. I know that he can't be in a monogamous relationship with Lyrica because he hasn't proved that he can be yet. I don't even understand why he even married Lyrica in the first place if he wasn't going to be faithful. She did not sign up to be with him, and all these other women that he's sleeping with, she signed up just to be in a relationship with him and only him, and he took vows with her and he broke them all the time. So to me, I'm just not surprised at all. I don't understand why he just doesn't stay single if he wants to live the life of a single man. It just doesn't make sense to me. Now, A1's question for Lyrica is she still in love with him? And she says yes, and the test said that she was lying. And I don't blame her for not being in love with him anymore. You fall out of love with somebody when they continuously hurt you, and that's exactly what he did. And so he gets what he gets. I don't think that she should be in love with him, and she's not. And you were able to tell that throughout this season because she just seemed completely over it. And he was trying to say after the results came back that both of them didn't tell the truth, that he's not going to believe a test and he's not going to let a test determine whether or not he stays in his marriage. And it's just like, come on now. Because had the test would have said he was telling the truth about being monogamous to Lyrica, he would have took the results. But because it said the opposite of that, now he wants to discredit the lie detector test. And I'm not saying a lie detector test is completely accurate, but that's what he's doing. Rich and Mariah Lynn end up going last to get their test results, and they were asked the same exact question, would they be monogamous with each other? Now, both of them answered yes to being monogamous with one another, but Mariah Lynn failed her test and Rich passed his, which I was really surprised about because if anybody paid attention to this season, it does not look like Rich wants to be with Mariah. It doesn't look like he's interested in Mariah, and he wouldn't even claim her publicly. This is the first time he's ever even claiming her because from what I thought, I never even thought the two of them were together until now. And I still don't really believe that they're a couple. So I was surprised that he passed the test, but he was upset that Mariah Lynn failed hers because she had been bugging him for a while about wanting to be monogamous, and then when she's asked on a lie detector test if that's really what she wants, it turns out that that's not what she wants with him. So he was pissed off about that. And so Mariah Lynn gets pissed because he storms off. So she goes upstairs and she starts packing her shit, saying that she's leaving, which I didn't understand the point of that because they only had a couple of hours left on the show. What's the point of leaving? So she was being dramatic, and Dr. Ish had to go upstairs and stop her from leaving, so she ended up deciding to stay. Lyrica is having the hardest time after getting the lie detector test results back. She's extremely hurt by the fact that, A1 will potentially cheat on her again. And that's the reason why they're separated and on this show in the first place, is because his infidelity. And so hearing from the lie detector test that he may do this again to her is upsetting. And I can understand why she's hurting, because they do have the most at stake. They're married and they have a child together. And I can understand why it's such a hard decision, because most people, when they have kids with somebody, they want to stay together for their children. But Michelle definitely gave great advice to Lyrica, telling her that she should never stay with him because they have a child together, because the baby's going to be able to sense when there's something wrong between the two of them. The child's going to see them argue, and no kid deserves to see that. And they don't deserve to argue 24/7 either. They shouldn't be together if they're not going to be happy. And if he can't be faithful, he shouldn't be with her in the first place. And so I do hope that Lyrica takes K. Michelle's advice, because it really is important for her to focus on herself and make sure that she's happy and she's good. It's time for the ring ceremony, and K. Michelle and Castan end up going first. And I do want to say that although I do believe that they're toxic and I don't believe that they should be together, I do think that they were one of the couples that worked the hardest this season to really try to talk to each other and understand each other. I do think that they really did try. They've known each other for a really long time. They've been friends. They've been in a relationship with each other. But I do think that the two of them want different things. So I was really surprised to see that they gave each other a ring and decided that they were going to move forward with their relationship. I don't really think that they should be together, but if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. But I do know that when they gave the update, it said that Castan has not proposed to K. Michelle, and it's still 2022, so there's still time for him to do so. But he has not proposed, and their relationship is pretty much in the same place that it was. So Lyrica and A1 end up going next, which personally I think that the two of them should have went last, because they have the most at stake, and the two of them are the only actual real couple there. Everybody else is kind of just, dabbling with each other, but they're not officially together. The two of them are married. But anyways, the two of them end up going second, and A1 actually does have a ring for Lyrica, but Lyrica doesn't have a ring for him. Well, she doesn't have the ring in the box. She's holding the ring in her hand, and she lets him know that if he stays on the right path and shows her that he's changed and he really wants to be with her, that she will give him the ring. I don't think she should have said any of that, because I don't think that he deserves to hear any of that. Personally, I believe that you have to go by somebody's pattern of behavior, and it's shown continuously that he'll do what he does and then apologize and then cheat again and then apologize and say he's not going to do it again and then keep doing it. So I really don't feel like she should have held out any hope for him that the two of them would get back together. He starts pouting after the ring ceremony because he's upset at the fact that she is basing their marriage on a lie detector test, which I think that, she's not just basing it off the lie detector test, she's basing it off of his pattern of behavior. He did apologize to her for all the things that he did to hurt her during the ring ceremony, but I don't think that she should take his apology seriously if he's going to keep doing the behavior that caused them to be in this situation in the first place. When they gave the update on the two of them, it did say that Lyrica filed for divorce. Mariah Lynn and Rich went last, and I was actually really surprised at how their ceremony turned out. I did not think that they would present each other with a ring, especially Rich. I was really surprised when he presented Mariah Lynn with a ring, because he showed zero interest in her this entire season, and before they even came on the show, he showed zero interest because he wouldn't even claim her publicly. So I was just surprised by that, and it made me wonder, is he just trying to change the way that we view him, because we view him as Creep Squad Rich from Love and Hip Hop, and maybe he was just trying to change our image of him. But it was just odd to me that he presented her with a ring, because out of all the couples this season, I saw the least amount of love, connection, and affection between the two of them than any other couple on this show. So I was really surprised by that. And when they gave the update on the two of them, it said that their relationship is in the exact same place it was before they even came on the show. And so basically it was a waste of time for the two of them. And I feel like Rich spent more time focusing on A1 and Lyrica's relationship than he did on his relationship with Mariah Lynn. Overall, this was a pretty good season, although I did not like that the only actual couple that was there, Emmett and Gangsta Boo, ended up getting sent home. I was really bothered by that because I really wanted to see them go the furthest on the episode because I knew that they were going to stay together and I felt like they were the only genuine couple there. I also was really bothered by Dr.Ish and Judge Toller's handling of Lyrica this season. I feel like they continuously tried to burn into her brain that A1's in love with her and she knows he's in love with her after all the cheating and all the bullshit that he's put her through. I don't understand why they would ever try to convince this woman that this man is in love with her. Now, does he love her? I'm sure he does love her for as long as they've been together and the fact that they have a child together. But in love, no, I don't believe that, because if he was in love with her, he wouldn't want to hurt her and he wouldn't be cheating on her continuously. So that's my thoughts on this season of Marriage Boot Camp. Let me know what you guys thought about this season and this episode down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate it so much. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.